Hey guys, Jimmy Vegas here, and some of you would like to know why some Unity developers decide to use Patreon to fund their projects. So you could think of Patreon as a little bit like Kickstarter, except it's not as strict as Kickstarter. Developers and creators of any kind can use Patreon to take funding or get funding for any of the projects which they're using, from artists to musicians to game developers. So, in some cases where we can find some developers using Patreon to get funding for whatever game they're building, sometimes they can find fans which are genuinely interested in it and can get a lot of feedback there as well. So, whereas things like Kickstarter, Indiegogo just have a one off payment, the Patreon service is more like a fan funding service. And as I say, a lot of Unity developers do choose to use it because they feel it gives them a bit more of an insight and help in their own development. But the main priority for them is to help fund their own projects. I would recommend Patreon if you have a game which you're wanting to build but you're struggling to find funding for. If you're only building a small game and most of the assets you use are going to be free, then I wouldn't advise using Patreon at all. But if you are aiming high, if you have big aspirations for what you're trying to build, then yes, I would recommend using Patreon as a way of funding your project. So guys, if you have any more burning questions, anything you want to know at all, leave them in the comments below and I will get back to you. Guys, thank you very much for watching.